My house shall be called a house of prayer, but you make it a den of thieves!
By what authority are you doing these things?
You know, I feel, I don't think of myself as a particular number. I don't feel my age. I think biologically I'm probably much younger. I think it's what allows me to pass as the age of the character. So I think God knew what he was doing. You know, I live a pretty clean lifestyle, so I think that's all helped, and genetics help as well. So I'm grateful that I just get to play this role, which has been one of the most impactful and incredible roles an actor can ever play. It's one of the most complex I think anybody could ever play. So I feel very, very fortunate. I trained with a legendary whip master named Anthony DeLongis, who trained Harrison Ford for one of the Indiana Jones films, and Michelle Pfeiffer for Batman 2, as Catwoman, and a number of other people. And so once I knew that there was some whipcraft involved and needed for season 5, I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing and I didn't injure myself. So yeah, I trained for quite some time and spent a lot of time with it, and it's now a new passion as a hobby. So it's yeah, I love it. I love my time. You're going to see some pretty amazing things that you've never really seen Jesus do before in the season, the entire season. There's a lot that people haven't seen. There's a lot of the emotional sides of Jesus, the intensity of those emotions that nobody's ever quite captured on film before, and all, you know, biblically justified. I think he's calling out injustice. I think he's at the limit of his tolerance for injustice because of how the poorest of the poor are being treated by, you know, the so-called religious authorities, and he, being the ultimate religious authority, you know, calls them out. And he calls them out in a way that irrevocably changes his fate, you know, on Earth. So that's something that's just been really a joy to get to play. I think it's getting closer and closer. You know, we're literally on the doorsteps of the crucifixion scenes, and you know, narratively, chronologically, we're within 18 hours, I think, less than 24 hours, I'll just say, of that coming to fulfillment. And so I have to start thinking about it a little bit now, and our conversations in season 5 mostly are centered around Jesus trying to impress upon the somewhat hapless disciples the gravity of what is to come in the next day or two, throughout the season, the next several days, and them wrestling with not actually quite getting it. And he's really trying to speak very plainly, and it's just not registering. And it doesn't, you know, as we know from Scripture, it doesn't really quite register until the resurrection.